back to NBA 2K25, and today I am rebuilding the New York Knicks with Karl Anthony Towns. Let's go. So the news broke Friday night that the New York Knicks were trading Julius Randle, Donte DiVincenzo, and a first-round pick to Minnesota for Karl Anthony Towns. I think there was also the Knicks sent Daquan Jeffries and draft compensation and to the Hornets, I guess, for just like, I guess somehow for salary cap purposes, they sent somebody to Charlotte. So shout out Charlotte for kind of helping facilitate this trade by taking on some salary. That's pretty cool. But yeah, Karl Anthony Towns is now a New York Knick. I mean, I don't know, all over the internet, I'm seeing a lot of different reactions to this trade. Some people love this trade for the Knicks, hate it for Timberwolves. Some people love it for both. A lot of people hate it for both as well. And honestly, I don't know. Like, I think it is definitely interesting. I think you also have to take into account Mitchell Robinson's probably not going to play till like January. He is injured, so I think Cat is going to be the full-time starting five up until Mitchell Robinson's back. So I think they run a lineup of Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, I think Cat as their starting five. Obviously, now the thing with this trade that a lot of people don't like, that I actually completely understand, is the bench, the depth. So technically, we're gonna have Mitchell Robinson to start, but Josh, like, let's say just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna take Mitch Robinson out. Just say he's hurt. Whatever. Jericho Sims is gonna probably end up getting minutes. So you have Cat at the 5, Josh Hart at the 4. This is probably gonna be your starting lineup. With your bench, I mean, Deuce McBride had really, really good moments last year. Hopefully he can be a good six-man for them, like if that's what he plays. Preston Achua has some moments saved. Jericho Sims going to play some 5 spots. Like, they had rookie Tyler Kolek. They just don't – the bench for the Knicks is not very good. Obviously, for us, we're going to have Mitchell Robinson, which helps a little bit by having Josh Hart on the bench for us. But the bench isn't very good. The depth of the team is just – it's not there. Like, last year through the playoffs, they suffered a lot of injuries, and it's kind of – how a guy like Donte DiVincenzo really got a lot more minutes in the playoffs and had his big playoff moments that he had. But now they're not really going to have that. If they lose really any number of their starting 5, like, their bench is just not really good enough to step up. I'm saying this now, before the season starts. Maybe in a couple months, a guy like Deuce McBride, Miles McBride, is like playing really, really well, and he's like a really great 6-man. I don't doubt that kind of thing. So that could happen. But as I'm talking before the season starts, their bench just isn't very good at all. Now, we're going to go over here to the Timberwolves just a little bit. This is a Knicks rebuild, but I want to talk about the trade a little bit. They bring in Julius Randle. They bring in Donte DiVincenzo. I like Donte DiVincenzo on this team. Julius Randle, it's been about a day since the trade has happened, and I like it a little bit more now than I did originally. Still don't love it. And I guess the reason is Mike Conley is 37 years old, and they're going to try to probably usher in Anthony Edwards running a lot more point guard just until a guy like Rob Dillingham is fully ready to take over that spot, maybe in a couple years. And one thing Julius Randle is going to be able to provide for them is another ball handler, another guy that can pass pretty well for his position. And, like, I guess that maybe takes some pressure off of Ant as a ball handler, but I don't like the front court of Randle and Rudy Gobert. There's not spacing there. It took Cat and Rudy Gobert almost like a year to really figure it out, their front court, and Julius Randle just doesn't have the spacing Cat provided. Like, just doesn't have really the offensive talent that Cat provided. So I don't really know. Cat also really stepped up defensively playing the 4 spot and was guarding Jokic in the playoffs. And, I mean, Randle can't, like, I think Randle will be fine, but he's not going to be, I don't think he's going to be as good as Cat was when he was bought in defensively. But that's just me. I could be wrong. You could disagree. That's fine. I don't know. I guess one thing that I have to consider is the money. Julius Randle has 1 year on his deal, and then he has a player option next year. Saves him about $10 million plus if they can get off his contract. But the other problem with that is if Julius Randle declines his player option or takes it, and then you have to end up paying him, that puts you in a really, really weird spot if you're the Timberwolves. Because you could be like, oh, well, we just won't pay Randle. We'll just let him walk. Okay. So then you just traded basically in 2 years' time Cat for Donte DiVincenzo in a first-round pick, right? I guess we can figure out what that first-round pick is going to be, but, like, I'm pretty sure it's a Knicks first-round pick, or it's maybe it is from somebody else. I'll have to double-check that. But that's probably going to be a pick in the 20s, so, it's going to be not exactly a top pick unless something happens. So it's like, Julius Randle kind of has all the leverage in this situation where he can be like, hey, you guys traded Cat for me and Donte. You're not going to just let me walk. You're going to pay me unless you just want to look stupid. But I guess, I don't know, it's pretty obvious the Timberwolves, management and ownership don't want to pay money. Don't want to buy into that luxury, the second apron, all that shit. So maybe they just do let him walk for salary cap purposes, which, I mean, yeah, they'll open up salary cap, but, I don't know, yes, I guess Minnesota might attract some free agents with a guy like Anthony Edwards there, but, a lot of people also don't like Rudy Gobert, so they might not want to come because of that. And I don't know, but I do think the Timberwolves are going to have a solid lineup this year. I think fully healthy, this is a fully healthy team. It's going to be Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, and Rudy Gobert with a bench of, Naz Reid, Donte DiVincenzo, Joe Ingles, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Rob Dillingham's going to get his moments. Maybe a guy like Leonard Miller might actually play in real life he's not going to do in 2K. So, I mean, I think the Timberwolves have a better depth. I think they have better depth. I think they have more players that are, I would trust on the court. But I don't like this front court fit, but that's not who we're focused on today. I did talk about that. Oh, I guess I should mention that there was the rumors that came out that Donte DiVincenzo wasn't happy taking a reduced role in this team, which it was just going to happen. OG was hurt. They didn't have Mikal. Julius Randle was hurt. They had so many injuries in the playoffs last year, so Donte DiVincenzo got his opportunity to shine. But bringing in Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby being back, Josh Hart there, inevitably he was going to lose minutes, and he didn't like that. But I don't think he's really going to get more minutes in Minnesota. Maybe they run some lines with Ant and Donte out there, but it's I don't know. It's kind of a weird situation. But that's enough yapping about that trade. I'm actually, at least for year one, 3-year rebuild, I think year one I'm going to let this team ride out like they kind of would in real life. I do think, oh, we got a lot of people down here. I think maybe Marcus Morris gets some time. Chuma Okeke, wow, that's okay. I think I'm going to put Tyler Kolek down into the G League for year one just because, I don't know really what he's going to end up being for us. Maybe we end up playing him over at the 2. He is 6'3". He can shoot okay. Maybe he ends up being a 2 for us because we really kind of have our point guards. Landry Shamet, I don't really love. If I put Mikal Bridges at a 2, what happens to his overall? He does drop one, so we're just going to go ahead and let him run full, yeah, you see what I mean. He's going to run the 2 anyway, but it's going to be a small 4 technically. So Brunson, Bridges, Anunoby, Cat, Mitch Robinson with Josh Hart, Preston Achua, Miles McBride. I'm actually going to put McBride over Achua for now because I do think Miles McBride could be a really, really good backup guard. And then I'm going to have Marcus Morris play in place for Cam Payne. I just don't want another guard to get kind of more of a wing guy out there, a 3-4. And honestly, I guess it's going to be the bench needs a lot of help, but I want to see how this team really plays in 2K. And we're going to get Cat a little bit more shot, OG Anunoby a little bit more shots, Mikal. We just do need people to shoot the ball. I'm not going to lie. Miles McBride, you're basically our 6th man because Josh Hart is our 6th man, but he doesn't really, you know what I mean? He doesn't really shoot the ball. So game 1, we have the Celtics, and we win by 4 points. We have Brunson with 28 and 10. 21-7-5 from the new Knick, Mikal Bridges. Karl Anthony Towns 17-11-2-1-1. Pretty decent. Game 2, we have the Indiana Pacers, and they win by 21. Jalen Brunson with 32. Cat 22-8-3. Hit 2 threes. Miles McBride's taking a shot. He just didn't really hit him that time. And yeah, you know what? I think this team. We're going to go to the trade deadline, but I do think this team in real life is still going to be a top team in the Eastern Conference. I think they're going to be a top 4 seed at worst. I think top 4 seed. I think they could even get. It's tough because you have the Celtics, who I think are going to be the 1 seed again. You always have the Bucks, who, the Bucks are a weird one, right? Because what does it want me to do here? It just kind of okay, whatever. The Bucks are a weird one because you have Dame, you have Giannis. You expect them to be a top seed, but they seem to just kind of have some issues sometimes. But, I do think they're going to be up there. So I think it's going to be, Celtics, Bucks, then Knicks, top 3 seeds. Then you have Philadelphia, who's Embiid is going to be healthy. You hope they have Paul George. The top of the East is going to be crazy this year. At the trade deadline, we are 42-9. We are the 1 seed by almost 8 games. The Bulls are the 3 seed. Okay. All right, 2K, we're doing that. But Jalen Brunson, I'm hoping 35.5 and 7.5 on 50, 47 and 88, but 89% from free throw line. Jalen Brunson is going nuclear. Cat 23, 8.5, 3 assists, 43%, 90, 50, 40, 90 club from our new acquired power forward. Mikal Bridges 18, 4.5, 4, 40, 40, 87. OG Anunoby 13, 4, 44, almost 40, 70. Okay, Josh Hart off the bench, 7, 9. Dude, he's basically our backup center at this point in time. Mitchell Robinson, 5 and 10. Just kind of doing his thing. Preston Achiuwa, 5, 5. Shooting okay from 3. Miles McBride, 10 points, 2.5, about 2.5 assists. Not shooting well. That's not great for him, but that's okay. Marcus Morris is kind of on there, scoring the ball a little bit. Dude, we are killing it. Absolutely killing it right now. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. we are killing. Jalen Brunson has got to be in MVP talks, right? Can I see award races? Jalen Brunson is second behind Luka because Luka averages his triple-double. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one to beat. Do we have anybody? No, nobody in Rookie of the Year. Josh Hart on the Sixth Man of the Year. Okay, he's definitely not going to win it. Anybody else looking through here? No, looks like no other Knicks. That's fine. Jalen Brunson, yeah, MVP. I don't know if I really want to do anything. I did say I want a year one to kind of be this team. I guess the only thing I can really think of is like a campaign Marcus Morris. And like, we don't really have money that I want to trade right now. Top 10 protected Mavs pick. Just to kind of bring in another scorer off the bench for this playoff run is pretty much what I'm looking for. Vince Williams, not really interesting. Oh, man. Shout out Derrick Rose. Video of him coming out later this week as well. Shout out Derrick Rose, man. What a career. Keon Ellis isn't really the type of player I'm looking for. If I can just get like a 1 year, Quentin Grimes. If I could just get like a 1 year rental for kind of a scorer, I wouldn't be mad at it. But nothing, I'm not trading with the Timberwolves again. Nothing's really standing out. Can I said year one I want to run with the team. We're running with the team. We're the 1 seed by 8 games. We blow out we blow out the Boston Celtics. Mikal Bridges has 30 points. Cat, Josh Hart, Brunson. Brunson kind of had a rough game. He fouled out. But yeah, I think we're gonna walk away with the 1 seed. So I'll see you guys at playoff time. Mikal Bridges, we're just gonna go ahead and offer him a contract extension. He's gonna be here for the rebuild. Mitch Robinson, 2 years. Honestly, not sure what I'm going to do with him. Preston Achiuwa, again, I'll get Preston Achiuwa. We'll give him a 1 year extension. And Mitch Robinson, I'm just not really sold on yet. With money-wise, we might just have to bring him back, but that's something we'll worry about in the offseason. Luka Doncic does take home the MVP from Jalen Brunson, but I mean, it's fine. Zachary Ricochet, Rookie of the Year. Amin Thompson, 6th man. Vic Depoy, Amin Thompson, Most Improved. Shea Clutch. Tom Thibodeau, 71 and 11, Coach of the Year. Nathan Mack, they give him Executive of the Year. Okay, bro. Okay. Oh my God, Jalen Brunson's not on All NBA first team. He's on second team. 34, 4 and 7, 50, 40, almost 90. They kind of disrespected him on that, and I think that's all we're going to have. Yeah, that's all we're going to have there. But we are the 1 seed, man. That we blew them out. We're taking on Philadelphia in the first round. Tyrese Maxey, Eric Gordon, Paul George, Kenyon Martin Jr., and Joel Embiid. Okay. So their help outside of their big three is not very good at all. Not good at all. Game one, we put up 150. Jalen Brunson, 32, 28 from Bridges, 20 from Cat, 16, 15, 15. Dude, this team, OG Anunoby just shot the ball a lot. He just did not shoot it very well. Game 2, I feel pretty confident we're going to walk away with this series. Yeah, I'm not even going to look at these games unless we lose. Okay, well, Embiid gives us 26. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Game 4, though, we're going to go up 3-1, and let's go ahead and finish this out in 5. We win in 5 to take on Miami in the second round, who has Chris Paul, Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler, Jovic, Bam Adebayo. Interesting. Giving Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and Tyler Hero, Chris Paul. I mean, yeah, it's not prime Chris Paul, but it's still a good point guard at this point in time. We do win game 1. I did simulate around, but we lose game 2. We win game 3. We are up 3-1. Let's go ahead and finish this out in 5. We finish it out in 5. We are in the conference finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen. This is a very good, very defensive-minded team in the front court against Cat and Mitch Robinson. Game 1, though, we win by 12. Game 2, we win by 8. Come on. Game 3, we win by 5. Go, we sweep them? We sweep the Cavs. We sweep the Cavs. I mean, I want to look at the playoffs at Jalen Brunson, 35-8 in the playoffs. He's been even better in the playoffs than he was in the regular season. Mikal Bridges took a step up in the playoffs as well. OG Anunoby, he's like the fifth option on our. He's like the fourth option on our offense, but he's not shooting well at all in the playoffs. Mitch Robinson actually is scoring a little bit better in his playoffs. That's pretty funny. Cat took a step back. Cat is notoriously not a great playoff performer. So I guess I'm not really surprised about that. Preston Achiuwa doing his thing. Marcus Morris putting in some buckets. Miles McBride, not basically the same thing. He is shooting 45%, almost 46% from three. Josh Hart shooting 60% from three. That's that New York Knicks playoff magic, man. And here we go. We have a New York Knicks, Minnesota Timberwolves NBA Finals in year one of this trade. Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, Naz Reid is starting. I mean, injuries are off. So they just have Rudy Gobert as a bench piece. And we win by 17 game one. Jalen Brunson gives us 31. Cat 22-7-2. On the other side, Julius Randle 13-11. Where is Rudy Gobert? Yeah, they just have him as a bench piece, I guess. Interesting. Game two, we win by 13 points. Jalen Brunson with a 38-point game. Cat 23. Anthony Edwards is trying his best, man. But Julius Randle's his co-star. Not quite as good. Oh, okay. Okay, it's Naz Reid, of course. Of course it's Naz Reid. Jalen Brunson gave us 39. Game 4, 3-1 lead. Anthony Edwards, 33 points. Jalen Brunson, 35. Come on, Game 5. Let's win it. First year of the rebuild. Jalen Brunson is your Finals MVP, and your New York Knicks are your 2026? 2025. No, it's going to be 2025 NBA champions. The first year after the trade, they played the Timberwolves in the Finals. That was crazy. LeBron says, I'm calling in the career. Mike Conley retires as well. I saw Russell Westbrook down there. Hall of Fame inductees, LeBron, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook. Wow. Now, I don't think we're going to have anything in the lot. Like, we definitely don't have anything in the lottery. I don't know if we even have a pick at all this year. The Knicks have 28 for Dallas. And I think... yeah, that's gonna be all. Okay, staff signing. Everybody's still here. All good there. We're gonna go to the NBA draft. I think I might work around maybe a trade. Maybe a trade. Like, we have Mitch Robinson. We have the 28th overall pick. Does that give us maybe a little bit of an upgrade to center spot? I don't know what we could really afford better. Like, I'm not doing a first round pick. Like, there was 15 and Jonathan Isaac. I don't really want Jonathan Isaac. Cam Thomas, yeah. Trey Murphy's cool. Pick 11 and Fontecchio is interesting. Zach Collins in 8. Do I do Zach Collins in 8? I'll do that. Yeah, I didn't even really... this is the real draft class I did load in. So, I mean, there's Kadeem down there. Kadeem... maybe, I mean, we have 8. If he doesn't go, let's watch. Cooper Flagg goes first overall to the Toronto Raptors. Second overall, Ace Bailey goes to the Houston Rockets. Third overall, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trade with the Minnesota Timberwolves for Jeremy Grant and Robert Williams. The Portland Trailblazers take Nolan Traore. I don't want to mispronounce that name. Dang. Well, that's interesting now. Shoot. What does 8 give us now? That's who I wanted. Oh? Did I just see my boy Jared Allen? We can just give Mitch Robinson back. There was reports they were taking phone calls for Mitchell Robinson, so I did trade him. And Jared Allen, welcome to New York, buddy. Okay. I'm fine with that, honestly. Whether we can bring that guy in. We have no team player options. Qualifying offers, doesn't look like we have anybody important. We have Jalen Brunson, Miles McBride. Tyler Kolek is here still. We don't have a shooting guard. Where does Tyler go to as a shooting guard? Just up to a 72. Not much better. Hopefully he gets a bit of a boost in the offseason here, so we have kind of a guy at that spot. Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Cat, Josh Hart, Preston Achiuwa with Jared Allen. And, I mean, honestly, Preston, I know you're 6'8". you're 6'8", but like we'll make you the backup center, and then your backup position be power forward. So you're pretty much playing the same role. But we do need guys in there because we have Cat as well. So we'll be able to kind of figure that out. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do think. I mean, do we have anybody I really care about? Jericho Sins, Cam Plain, yeah, nothing here I'm really, really looking at. Now, we look at shooting guards. Gary Trent might be a good plug-and-play player. Corey Kispert, Karis LeVert, Keon Ellis. Keon Ellis he's 6'3", though, with Jalen Brunson in the backcourt. A guy like Corey Kispert is a sharpshooter. Actually has better defense than Gary Trent Jr. in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and offer Corey Kispert a deal because I don't know if Tyler Kolek is going to be ready for year one, you know what I mean? So I guess we have our lineup. Yeah, I guess we have our lineup, so I'll just go ahead and fill out the roster. Player progression going into year 2 sees Brunson, Cat, Bridges, Anunoby, Jared Allen all stay the same. Josh Hart does go down by 1. Corey Kispert goes up to an 80 overall, and Tyler Kolek goes up to a 75. So he might get, we might run a 10-man this year, and he might get a couple minutes off the end of the bench just to kind of have another shooter out there would be, pretty much be good for us. And yeah, I think that's kind of what it's going to be. I think I'm going to run the lineup pretty much for the most part the same as last year. We're just kind of replacing Mitchell Robinson with Jared Allen, which is, I think, better. And then Corey Kispert's going to be on the bench. Yeah. I'll just run a 10-man with Tom Thibodeau, Brunson, Bridges, Anunoby, Cat, Jared Allen with Josh Hart, Corey Kispert, Miles McBride, Precious, and not Scottie Pippen. I want Tyler Kolek getting those minutes. Yeah, I think we're pretty much I think we're a better team, actually. Corey Kispert coming off the bench. Miles McBride got a little bit better. Preston Chu was pretty much the same. Miles McBride actually didn't get better. I think he stayed the same overall, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We get a better center. We get a better bench piece, and we were 71-11 last year, so I don't see any reason we're worse this year. We do lose game 1. Damian Lillard, 28. Mikal Bridges, yeah, we just didn't get a big. OG Anunoby kind of struggled. Jalen Brunson kind of struggled. Game 2, though, we had the Chicago Bulls. We should be fine. We do win by 27. Jalen Brunson, 25. Yeah, okay, that's better. Let's get to the trade deadline again. At the trade deadline, we were 36-16, which makes it a little bit worse than last year. We are still the 1 seed in the conference, so I'm not too worried about it. Jalen Brunson came back to earth. 24 points, 7 assists. Cat, 18. Okay, so everybody kind of came back to earth a little bit from last year. Jared Allen, 12 and 10. About 12 and 11, actually. Josh Hart, 7, 9. Okay, Corey Kispert, 11 on 45%, 44% shooting. Miles McBride. Yeah, just honestly, everybody just kind of came back to earth based off of last season. Tyler Kolek, shooting okay. I don't think there's much I really want to change with this team still. It's kind of hard with 53 million, 39 million, 20, 19, 24, 30. It's just, we have a lot of money. Maybe, do I maybe move Josh Hart? Josh Hart and our first round pick, which isn't going to be very valuable because we're the 1 seed. But that's got to get us something, right? 2K is just not going to load. Okay, that's got to give us something. I kind of want to keep Josh Hart on the team just for the vibes. And nothing here is really blowing me away. Aaron Gordon is interesting. But nothing here is really blowing me away. And I kind of want to just keep the vibes of the Nova boys. Obviously, they lost Donte, but I'm going to keep the rest of them. I'm going to keep the vibes the same, man. This Knicks team is a good team. We win by 1 against the Wizards, which is not a great sign. RJ Barrett's there. Okay, Derrick Jones Jr. is there. Okay, Valanciunas, Sadiq Bey, Zaire Williams is there. Interesting team. Very interesting team. But we're the 1 seed. I don't know if we're going to finish the year as the 1 seed, but we're definitely still going to be a top 2 seed. I think we have a strong chance to go back-to-back this year. Victor Wembanyama wins MVP, Cooper Flagg Rookie of the Year, Alvin Thompson 6th Player of the Year, Vic Depoy, Dyson Daniels Most Improved in Charlotte. Interesting. Okay, Tyrese Halliburton Clutch Player of the Year, Greg Popovich Coach of the Year, Aaron Phillips Executive of the Year, New York Knicks. Nobody on the first team, nobody on the second team, nobody on the third team. Jalen Brunson, my guy. We lost all awards. No awards for the 1 seed. Whatever. We got Charlotte in the first round, who have Dyson Daniels, apparently. LaMelo Ball, Terrence Mann, Brandon Miller, Saloon, I think. And then Mark Williams. We're just a better team. Like, I know we had a bit of a downer year compared to last year. We're still just the better team, and we're going to show that by sweeping them in the first round. You guys aren't ready for the playoffs. I'm sorry. The Miami Heat in the second round again. Davion Mitchell, Keon Ellis, Jimmy Butler, Jalen Johnson, Bam Adebayo. This team is 3 of the 5 pieces are different than last year, so that's interesting. We win game 1. We lose game 2. We win game 3. Game 4, 3-1. Come on, finish it out in 5. So we swept 1-5. So I'm guessing we're gonna beat the Pacers in 6, right? Tyrese Halliburton, Andrew Nembhard, Benedict Mathurin, Pascal Siakam, and James Wiseman. They let Miles Turner walk, or they traded him for something, I guess. We do win game 1 though. Game 2, we blow them out. Holy cow, we blow them out. Okay, game 3, we do lose. Game 4, okay. We win game 5. Game 6, we win in 6. Oh my God, 4, 5. I told you guys, we're playing the Thunder in the NBA Finals. They have Shea, Desmond Bane, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren. Oh my. Oh, this team is good. Oh, this team's good. But if history is showing what it's going to show, we're going to win this in 7, and you guys are going to see 2K is rigged. We're up 2-0, 2-1 us, 3-1 us, and we're going to win another title. The Knicks, back-to-back NBA champions, Jalen Brunson, another Finals MVP. We are 2 for 2 in this rebuild. This is going really well. James Harden retires, goes to the Hall of Fame. Shout out James Harden. I don't think we have any picks this year. New York Knicks, we're going to be towards the back. Oh, we have the 30th. Okay. That is it. We do have the 30th overall pick. I'm not really that worried about it. We still have everybody here. I don't care about the head scout and all that. We're deep into this rebuild now. At this point in time, I am going to go ahead and draft somebody, because why not? Dion Longley, welcome to New York, buddy, from the G League. Okay, shout out. So we don't really have any qualifying offers or anything like that. I mean, we still have Brunson, McBride, Kispert, Kolek, Mikal, Ojananobi, Karl Anthony Towns, Josh Hart. This team is, we did lose Jared Allen. Okay, so Jared Allen is a guy we need back. He's unrestricted $16 million. We're going to go ahead and offer him a 4-year deal, and it looks like we're going to get Jared Allen back on the team. We're just going to run it back, man. This team has done, honestly, very little needed in a rebuild. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, I mean, I guess Precious Achiuwa is gone too, huh? Yeah, but I'm not really worried about it. I'm really not very worried about it, because we have our 9-man rotation, honestly, which gives our stars a little bit more minutes, and hopefully Jalen Brunson can get back up to MVP status. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill out the roster. Player progression going into year 3, the final year of this rebuild. Jalen Brunson does drop by 1. Jared Allen goes up 1. Corey Kispert drops by 1. Tyler Cole goes up 3, 1 from Bride. And, I mean, again, a very similar team to year 1. I mean, we brought in a bench piece with Corey Kispert, brought in a new center with Jared Allen. Not that, crazy. I mean, Jared Allen probably is unrealistic for them to get, but bringing in Corey Kispert for the bench probably isn't super unrealistic for the Knicks. So I think I did a pretty good job of keeping this realistic. It might be kind of boring because I didn't do anything crazy, but I will say, you guys know year 3 usually get a little crazy, especially we've already won 2 titles, so it's not really that big of a deal for me. Kevin Durant's going to retire. If we get to the trade deadline, we're not the 1 seed. I'm probably going to make a big splash trade. I don't know what it is, honestly, at this point in time, but I think that's what I'm going to do. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and run a 9-man rotation. We'll have Brunson, Bridges, Anunoby, Cat, Jared Allen, Josh Hart, Corey Kispert, Tyler Kolek, and Miles McBride. Miles McBride did not progress the way I was hoping. I was hoping he'd be 81, 82 by now and really take over a 6-man role. But he kind of just didn't really take that jump. But, the team's good. You guys know the team. Game 1, the Utah Jazz. We win by 19 points. Lauri Markkanen had 25. Brunson, 25, 6, and 4. Jared Allen, 21, 12, and 4 with 4 blocks. And, trade deadline, like I said, depending if we're not the 1 seed, I'm making a big splash trade. Even if we're the 1 seed, I'm gonna put some stuff in the trade finder, see if I can make it more interesting. Trade deadline, 37 and 16. We are the 1 seed. The Pistons, a very, very close 2nd seed. That's interesting. Jalen Brunson, 23 and 7. Cat, 21. His points went back up a little bit. Mikal Bridges, okay, it's going back up a little bit. They're getting a little bit more minutes this year. 14 and 12 from Jared Allen. Josh Hart, okay. Corey Kispert, 9 on about 40% shooting. Tyler Kolek, 9 on 36% shooting. Miles McBride, 5 and a 1.5. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to make it. OG Anunoby is $42 million. It's kind of crazy for him to be giving us 11, 4, and 2 with a steal and a half and a... OG Anunoby and a net swap pick is got to give me something decent. We have Mikal Bridges there for defense. We have Jared Allen. I don't know. Do we bring in Kawhi for a year? 17, 4, and 3. Trae Young is really cool, but that just doesn't really fit what I'm trying to do here. Pascal Siakam is interesting, but I don't really see how he fits the team. Asar brings defense. They want Tyler Kolek, though, and I'm not doing that. He's untouchable, basically. You know what I'm saying? Scoot Henry, yeah. I think I'm bringing in Kawhi Leonard, man. I'm bringing in Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, he's going to play the No, he's not playing the 4. No, he's not playing the 4. Let me McBride, Kolek, Josh Hart, Corey Kispert, like that. Jared Allen, 31. Cat, 34. 33 for Kawhi. 33. Yeah, we're just gonna we're bringing Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is a New York Knicks. Shout out all the Knicks fans. I don't know how you guys feel about that. We lose our first game to the Spurs. Kawhi Leonard, 14, 3, and 1. Okay, well, not exactly a great debut in New York, but we win game 2 against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And it looks like Jalen Brunson went off. I might have made a mistake. Oh my God, is Kawhi Leonard trash now? Victor Wembanyama, back-to-back MVP. Ciro Ramirez, Rookie of the Year. Amon Thompson, 6th Player of the Year. Vic Depoy, Nolan, Most Improved. De'Aaron Fox, Clutch Player. Tom Thibodeau, Cushy Year, baby. We are back to the ones. Well, we were the 1 seed, I guess, last year, so it doesn't really matter. New York Knicks, though, nobody on the first team, nobody on the second team, nobody on the third team. All defensive team, nobody. Okay. All right, again, a year with no awards, but it's fine. We're the 1 seed. We're taking on Brooklyn in the first round. DJ Wagner, VJ Edgecombe, Cam Thomas, Miles Bridges, Jalen Duren. A very interesting team, a small team, a very short team. Yeah, Cam Thomas, short 3, Miles Bridges kind of a shorter 4, and Jalen Duren kind of a shorter 5. I think we're going to dominate with Jared Allen and Cat, honestly, and even Kawhi down there. We're up 2-0. We're up 3-0. Let's just walk through this first series. Yeah, we swept them. We'll see how... Oh, whoa, VJ. Okay, whoa. Cat in the playoffs, 19 and 10. Yeah, I kind of expected him to do good. Jalen Brunson kind of took a step back. Tyler Kolek had a good first series. Mikal Bridges had a good first series. Where is Kawhi Leonard? Okay. Round 2, we have the Detroit Pistons. Cade Cunningham, Trey Johnson, Asar Thompson, Isaiah Stewart, and Zach Edey. Wow. So we got a very tall guy now in Zach Edey after playing a short team. We win game 1, though. Game 2, we win. Game 3... Dude, we're 7-0. Oh, of course I said something. We win in 5. Of course I had to say something. Yeah, that's so annoying. But 4-0, 4-1. Boston in the conference finals. Boogie Flan, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis. This is a very good team with Boogie Flan leading the charge. We lose game 1 though. We lose game 2. Okay. We're gonna drop down to an 8-man rotation, and they whoa. Okay. They want Tyler Kolek to start. They want Mikal at the 3, Kawhi at the 4, Jared Allen with Cat, Josh Hart, and Corey Kispert off the bench. Let's run a game. I mean, we're down 2-0 or 0-2. Okay. Boogie Flan is messing us up, man. Boogie Flan is messing us up. We probably should switch this. I don't want Corey Kispert playing. I want Jared Allen. Or I'm sorry. I want Kawhi. Bridges, Kawhi, Cat with Corey Kispert shooting off the bench. Yeah. Okay, take some minutes off this guy here. 37 to Cat, 42 to Brunson. I mean, we're down 0-3. This isn't looking very good for the final year of the rebuild. But, hey, we came back from 3-1 in other videos. Let's see if we can do a 3-0 this year. And honestly, all it takes is winning game 1. Or I guess game 4, technically. And we're going to win by 20 points. Mikal Bridges, 28 points. 27 from Brunson, 26 from Jared Allen. 3-1 series. Game 5, we are in the Garden, which is never really a great sign. People love to show out in the Garden. And, but going into the fourth quarter, we're going to be up by about 11 points. And it feels like we're going to win Game 5. Jalen Brunson 25. Game 6, we're back in Boston, back in the TD Garden. So the Knicks play Madison Square Garden. The Celtics play in TD Garden, so we're in the Garden no matter what. Either way, fourth quarter, we're up by 18 points, and we're going to win Game 6. We're going to win Game 6, and just like that, it was all, like, there was no cuts. You guys saw the entire thing. We just won 3 straight games to force a Game 7 in Madison Square Garden, not TD Garden, but it looks like the Celtics, they're showing out in the Garden. The Celtics showed out in the Garden, and they stopped themselves from losing a 3-0 lead, from blowing a 3-0 lead, and Jaylen Brown gives them 36, and we lose in 7. Grizzlies, Celtics, NBA Finals. The Grizzlies win the NBA Finals. Ja Morant is your Finals MVP. Kevin Durant retires. Paul George retires. Vucevic, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green. Holy moly, a lot of people retired. But that is going to do it for this video, man. I mean, it's funny. As soon as I traded OG Anunoby for Kawhi Leonard, we got worse. That's interesting. But hey, listen, we won 2 championships the first 2 years with Cat. I really didn't change up the team that much. Let me know what you guys think of the trade as well. Give me a grade for either team. I think if I'm looking at the Knicks, I think I'm going to call it an A-. I think they got better scoring. Cat can run a lot of 5 with Mitch Robinson being out to start the year. They did lose some bench depth, so that's kind of what brings it down to like an A-, B+. For the Timberwolves, I'd say like a B-. Like, technically, you can get off some money quicker, and you're really showing that it's Ant's team now. But we kind of already knew that with Cat. I don't know, maybe like into the C's for the Timberwolves. They bring in Donte DiVincenzo, which I actually really like the piece for them, but not enough for like a guy like Cat. I don't know. But go check out the podcast, Time Out with J&G. It's going to be up on the screen right now. We're actually going to talk about this trade this week along with a couple other things that have happened, so go check that out. And then on this video, go down, like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 500 subscribers, and we can only get that if you go down and hit that subscribe button. And, yeah, I appreciate you guys watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.